Hello everyone and welcome to another video. We're back on some Need for Speed Payback once again, and I am broke. I have 16k left. I don't know how I managed that to happen, but anyway, we're back this time with the BMW M3 Evo E30. Now, this is a car that was recently added into the game with the whole abandoned car thing where you have to find it. I have already made a video on it and I sort of made a build on this thing, but this time somebody has suggested that I should go ahead and tune this thing for drifting and see what it's like, or pretty much build this thing for drifting and see what it's like. I guess you can't really tune in this game too well. Anyway, it's kind of interesting. I have driven it, obviously, to get it to level 399. It's pretty good. It is pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and add a bunch of parts to this thing that I think would make this thing look good. And that's pretty much it. That's how this goes. The whole front bumper thing and all that sort of stuff. I'm gonna be working on this thing and turning it into some kind of, even if I decide to get rid of everything and turn this thing to more of an average Joe, let's say, instead of a thing. I like I've always loved the E30, especially the M3, but this one's for drifting, so I am interested in seeing what sort of parts we can actually add on this thing. I'm not a huge fan of the whole flared arches sort of thing, but since I'm turning this thing into a proper drift car, I think I'm gonna put them on. Just let me see what sort of kit we can add to this thing. Is it just the Pandem parts? Is it Pandem on the front as well? Yeah. And you know what? I'll do it. I'll just go Pandem all the way around, and I'll see what sort of things I can put onto this. I like this kit. This kit sort of matches everything by the looks of things. It looks like I have to go with this one right here because of the arches and the way they just mold in together. Looks pretty good. Pandem on the sides and back. I've never seen a kit for the M3 E30 before, like a wide body kit, so I don't know how this is gonna look. Again, this is probably not something that I'd end up going with for one, if I would ever own one, but I do like to go with something kind of more interesting and different. You know what I'm gonna do to the rear end of this thing? Can I just remove item? There we go. I'm gonna remove the wing on that. I'm gonna remove the wing. Let's have a look. Oh, we've already messed with that. I think that's pretty much it. What else is there to do? The exhaust is pretty much something else that I can try and do. I really love these exhausts, these twin pipes. I'm gonna go with a single though this time. No diffuser on the back. Wheels are kind of like, as a drift car, I mean, I'm pretty happy with this, the way this thing looks. To be completely honest with you guys. What else is there? There's nothing really that crazy or interesting for these. I'm just gonna tint the headlights a little bit. I have a really good color in mind as well with what I want to go ahead and change on this thing. So I'll see what that looks like. For the wing mirrors, I'll just go with the Need for Speed ones, to be honest. Little tiny wing mirrors. A slight bit of tint. And I'm gonna try find a good set of wheels. I already know the wheels I'm gonna put on this thing. I'm gonna find them and put them on and see. Hopefully they do have the dish. Hopefully, I'm gonna go out actually to the rear end first, because I want to see how wide these wheels are. They should be wide because they do have a little bit of dish. So hopefully they're not thin wheels. They look like most of the wheels that you put on this thing won't actually change. They I want to go with these. I want to go with these work wheels. I feel like they suit this car quite well, especially with the color that I'm going to be putting on it. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of those wheels. I'm going to put them on. And this, of course, needs to be lowered quite a bit. I'm not going to change the size of them, though. I feel like the size is perfectly fine. I will lower this thing a little bit. It is already as low as possible. What I'm going to do here is I'm probably just going to go ahead and add bags on this thing. Get it to go even lower. Again, while I'm drifting this thing is completely fine. But while it's standing still, I feel like it could be not too bad looking. Now, the color I want to go for is something like this. This is the type of color that I kind of want to go for with this E30. Something similar to this. I do, however, want to see if I can change it to a different... Ooh, the darker green. If I turn this into chrome, I like that. Metallic. The gloss or the clear coat is probably the nice one. The nicest one out of the lot of them. What I'm going to do is I probably want this to be just tiny bit lighter. And for the smoothness, I am down to go just a little bit more. Give it slightly more shine to it. And let's put that on. I'm digging that. I like the way that looks. Not too bad. Just overwrite the design. It doesn't really make too much of a difference. It doesn't matter which one. There you go. I'll override that one. Nice. And this is our E30 drift car. Now, damn, that's really low. Damn, that's really, really low. Wow. That is really low once you put the bags in it. I don't know. As a drift car, I'm honestly like really liking the way this looks. There's loads of different people that are gonna just say either that this looks terrible or this looks good or whatever. I just wanted to go with something kind of a little bit more crazy, and I like the way this looks. Again, I'd never do this on E30 if I would if I'd own one, because they're very, very rare, especially on Evo. Can you imagine that? They're very rare to modify them and customize them. Unless I get like a 325, then I'd be perfectly happy to do stuff like this to it. That'd be kind of fun to do, but like an actual M3, very rare cars, definitely wouldn't do anything like that to them. Let me show you guys what this thing is like. What happened? Why did the screenshot just randomly go off? I didn't press anything. I just pressed Y to fast travel. Anyway, it's good. It's actually really good. It's really good to slide with. Again, maxed out. At the very beginning, it wasn't really that great. I felt like, see, I haven't even changed any of the things here for the weight balance or anything, the handbrake strength. I feel like it drives just fine. If it would have been slightly more agile when I try to or not correct it, but when I try to transition to the other side, I feel like I'd like it a little bit more. I feel like it's a little bit sloppy and delayed whenever I try to sort of transfer. And that's pretty much the only problem I have with this thing. Everything else, easy to control. It's fast. It's very fast. And you can get stupid amounts of points with this thing. Without even trying. Without even trying to go crazy. You can go get some crazy points. Like I said, it's fast. So you gotta be careful, pretty much. That's kind of the only thing here. You just have to be careful with it. You don't go too fast into some of these cars, which is what I've been doing quite a lot. And yeah, that's about it. I'm also trying not to mess up here. It likes to stay like that specific speed for too long, though. I don't like that. Like, I tried to stretch out and like obviously get less angle so I can increase my speed, so I can go up a little bit faster. But it likes to stay at that speed. I don't know why. Like, it just, I don't know. If you drive, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, I go into a corner and it drives that speed, and I see like I'm not gonna make it around the corner, so I obviously want to give it less angle so I can stretch out and obviously complete the turn. And it just doesn't want to do it. You know, that's like another like small little issue that I have with it. It just doesn't want to do it. It is, however, a very good car to drive. It's very good to drive. I'll definitely recommend this thing. Again, it's free. You just get it for free. There's no reason for you not to be able to get this thing. I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, there's no reason for you not to be able to get this thing. I mean, I don't think it's available now anymore. But if you've already got this thing and you want to go ahead and mess around with it for drifting, just go buy it. It's really cheap, and it's pretty fun to drive for drifting. So thank you for the person who has suggested it, or for the people who have suggested it. It looks pretty damn good when it's lowered. It looks pretty good. Let's have a look at this thing. I like it. I like it. There's loads of cars that I honestly like didn't really care for when they're fully lowered and stuff like that, but this is a nice car. Alright, now I did say that I was going to go ahead and build this thing pretty much fully, and try to see how fast it is around the hyperspace circuit. So here it is. I don't know why did it get rid of my paint on it? I mean, yeah, why is it gone all rusty again? I put all the fresh parts on it. I don't understand why it's okay. I'm just not gonna complain. I hate when it does that though, when it just gets rid of your paint off the car that you built. If you sign out of the game and go back into it again. Anyway, it still has all the modified parts for it, so it's kind of weird seeing all the parts for it like this, and then still seeing it very rusty. It actually kind of looks funny. Anyway, what is this car like? It's so good. It's so fast. It is so fast. I honestly didn't expect this this E30 to be this good. It's very, very high up there on par with the 911 RSR. That's how good it is. That's how good this is. It accelerates up to over 200 miles per hour so easily. And then, oh god, just gotta be careful and not drive like an idiot. My fastest time was a 1 minute 40 seconds. That was the fastest I've gotten with this thing so far. I'm definitely not gonna do it now because I legit drove like a complete idiot. But it's really fast. It's definitely comparable to the 911 RSR. Not quite close to the Regera. It's obviously not that fast. I think it has 1,500 horsepower, so it's obviously gonna be fast. But again, over 200 miles an hour, very easy. Handles these corners like a champ. Over 200 miles an hour going around that corner, and then continuing on still all the way around that corner, still over 200 miles per hour. It's so good. Very, very good car. I feel like this is where it shines. As a race spec, it's where it shines. It's so good. I don't know what it's like for drifting though, or not for drifting. For off-roading. I feel like it should be pretty good for off-roading as well. Look how much time I've wasted. Like my fastest time with this thing was a 140, and I'm gonna get like what, a 147. I've wasted 7 seconds just by crashing and driving like an idiot. It's such a good car. Trust me, if you want to get this thing, or like even if you've already found it and you just didn't bother modifying it or upgrading it or doing anything to it, because you do get it as a race spec, 100% recommend. 100%. It's such a good car. And my color's back. Hello. There we go. So yeah, highly recommend this for as a race spec. Very, very good car. So overall, the M3 E30 is a pretty good car. When they decide to add this thing into the game. Anyway, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys very much for watching today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I will see you guys next time in another video. Goodbye.